This is a test I've been planning to perform for quite a while on my Tormach 1100 to push it well beyond its limits. The workpiece is 150mm long, so the whole thing is going to be over in about 4 seconds, if it gets that far. I'm using a Tormach 17mm center cutting indexed end mill, and 5000 RPM is way too high. That's going to drop dramatically as soon as the end mill touches the workpiece. Width of cut is 12mm and depth of cut is 4mm. Combined with this feed rate gives you 105 cubic centimeter or 6.44 cubic inches per minute. You're all saying this is a recipe for disaster, but you're all thinking, go for it. Sorry to disappoint you guys, it didn't crash, but why not? Let's go back to the beginning and have a look. While you're probably watching either the cutter or the load meter, you may have missed a couple of things. Let's have a look at them. First of all, the feed rate looks a little strange, 0.4 per minute. If you look along the bottom edge of the PathPilot HAL, you'll see I'm using G95. This is constant feed per revolution, commonly used on lathes but not often seen used with mills. So let's now move a little further forward until the mill starts to feed. This shows a feed rate of just over 2200 millimeters per minute. That corresponds to a feed per revolution of 0.43 millimeters. The actual programmed feed per revolution was 0.41, so this actually corresponds fairly well. But for this to work during the cut, the feed rate has to be adjusted automatically to compensate for the decreasing spindle speed. This is where the G95 comes in, but to work properly it needs to monitor the spindle speed using either an encoder or an indexer. Let's now see what happens when the cutter engages the material. Now we're about halfway through the cut, and the feed per revolution is about 0.42 millimeters. Notice the feed rate and the spindle RPM are being shown in real time. Here the spindle speed and RPM have stabilized, without stalling the spindle. Sorry guys. Well, you now know the trick, but I guess the tip is don't try this at home. If you don't have a spindle encoder or an indexer and the required PathPilot changes, you're going to run into trouble. I don't quite know what I'm going to use this for, but it was fun trying it.